Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play episode 60. Yes, I actually know what day it is because I recorded episode 59 literally yesterday. And I'm recording this today because I'm going to be gone from Friday afternoon till Monday night. So, won't be a lot of time available to record the Let's Play. So not a lot has actually happened between yesterday and today. Hold on. Let me answer this, because Phil is supposed to be coming over for a podcast. It's not Phil, so it doesn't matter. I told him to be here at 6. They're going to be like 7 or 8. I'm like, dude, why? I need you to be here at 6. I said 6 because, well, that was the best time. I think he ended up having to go to work today, even though he had it off. What a loser. Well, I guess one thing did it. So I talked about how so I called that guy today about that job. He said to call him back next week because he's got some state fair stuff he's working with this week. Call him back next week, and we'll set up a time for me to drive to his office, take a look around, figure out what's going on, and then I guess figure out if I want the job or not. I'll just be doing basic book work, which is still better than what I'm doing now. I think, no, it's not Phil. So yeah, that's all that's really happened. We're going to continue to terraform because I didn't even have time to grind, so what's the point in trying to explain that? Why nothing's changed. I had a very interesting day at work today, so I get there just before 8. I pick a nice chair to sit in, and I just sit there. I'm probably sitting for about an hour or so, and then they're just like, "Hey, Doc, you want to go deliver some tables back to where you did your training?" And I'm like, sure, I'll go do it. So I hopped in a pickup truck with a bunch of folding tables and drove an hour south to where they trained me, and delivered tables to our HR location. Then drove an hour back, passed out when I got back. It was noon about this time, so I went and ate lunch. And then, as I'm actually walking up to lunch, the boss was walking towards me. He was like, oh, is everybody gone? And I'm like, yeah, everybody, there's only one guy down there. He's like, all right, well, I had a project for you guys to do this afternoon. I'm like, oh, what's that? And he's like, well, our tank full of liquid fertilizer, they're replacing the liner in it tomorrow. So, I want you guys to go and shop vac all the water out. And so we spent the rest of the afternoon doing that. About 4:30. No, sorry. A little after 3. Sometime after 3, we stopped. I then hooked up anhydrous tanks and hauled them over to our larger anhydrous storage so that Monday, after the auditors are gone, we can start filling them. And thus, the season preparation begins. Hopefully, I'm out of there before things start to get crazy. Hopefully. Anyways, that's all I did today. Then I came here, sat down, finished watching the second to last episode of House. I started the last episode, but then I was like, I'm going to go do something productive. I would rather be watching Back to the Future 3, but I figured I'll just finish House I can watch Back to the Future 3 like tomorrow night or something. Well, actually, the real plan for tomorrow night is to edit the podcast once it's... I hate... There we go. Bingo. Perfect. We're all set up now. Anyways, so... yeah. Work was nice. It actually flew by today, so that was really nice. Other than the fact that my back hurts like hell. I don't know, I was carrying those tables, and then I decided to put one over, and then I just started carrying one with my left arm, and then I felt this tightness in my back, and I've just been in pain ever since then. I took an Aleve. It's better. Still in pain, though. Probably just need to sleep it off. It'll be fine. But I think tomorrow I'm just going to be sitting in a lawn chair all day. Because there's rain in the forecast for the morning. Which means there's really not much we can do. Plus the auditors are there. And we can't fill anhydrous tanks until they're done. Mainly being because... well, A, it's also going to be muddy. And B, they need to know how much anhydrous we actually have. And if we start filling tanks and the levels start changing, well... then they can't get a good read on how much anhydrous we actually have. I guess I should probably explain when I say anhydrous. Is it alt? Nope. What's the thing that lets you, like... yeah, it's a bedrock only feature I'm thinking of. Was that coarse dirt? It's rooted dirt. Oh. Really a rooted dirt in here. Guess we need... some more chests. Why don't I have... oh, I used them. That's why. Sorry, I'm burping. Had lemon poppy seed muffins as the starter of my meal. I don't know what I'm going to have for my full meal. I do need to unbox my air fryer that my old roommates bought me. Thank you to them. It's very nice. Nice house warming gift. But anyways, anhydrous ammonia. So ammonia is a chemical that we use for fertilizer, and I'll explain that in a minute. Anhydrous means without water. So so ammonia really likes water. Not that it bonds with it. It kind of, but it's not really bonding with the water so much that it just like sticks to it. Anyways, so the anhydrous ammonia. So when we say anhydrous ammonia, it means ammonia without water. That's all that means. And anyways, so this stuff it's bad. Like, it's really bad for you to breathe in. Oh, shoot. I actually wanted to be in here. Because I might as well just start the process of offloading materials here. These is in the wrong spot. Yep. Might as well start the process of actually like putting stuff in here for storage, so. Anyways, so yeah, so anhydrous just means without water. An means without, and hydrous means water. without water. That's all that means. Basic chemistry. Anyways, the stuff is nasty. And so if it ever actually leaks, well, it likes water, and it will seek it out and then bind, it's not binding with it necessarily, it's just adhering itself to it. I guess it's more of a hydrogen bond, which is a very weak bond that is easily broken with, like, heat. Anyways, it will go and seek it out. Well, you are mostly water. Fun fact. And also, you secrete water in the form of sweat, and your lungs, they're filled with air, but they're also filled with water to help keep them moist and not dry out. It's also a byproduct of respiration. Funny thing is, you generate water. Yeah. Interesting how that works. The process of turning oxygen to CO2 generates water. The process of turning oxygen and glucose into CO2 also generates water. Anyways, lots of chemistry today. Huh. So anyways, so this anhydrous ammonia will go to those areas where you have sweat or into your lungs. If it goes into your lungs, it will cause inflammation and cause your throat to swell shut, and you won't be able to breathe, and you will die. Not to mention it will displace the oxygen in your lungs. So, anyways, it will also like to go to places in your body that secrete a lot of sweat. So your groin, your armpits, your face. You know, on a hot day and you're working with this stuff, you might feel some burning. If you get a leak, because it'll be going towards those areas, and so, yeah, and it's just a nasty, nasty substance. That's very bad for you. Anyways, so why do farmers eat it? We use it as fertilizer, and so what it does is we pump it into the so we put it into the ground, and the ammonia will break down into nitrogen, and actually into a form of nitrogen that plants can then use to build themselves. Because one of the biggest things, it's potassium. It's nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus? I didn't say it right. Well, there's three big, things in fertilizer that plants need. Three main nutrients, and nitrogen is one of the big ones, especially if you're growing corn. That's not so much of a thing with soybeans, as soybeans are legumes, and legumes actually have bacteria on their roots. I'm pretty sure that's how this works. Anyways, they have bacteria on their roots that generate nitrogen and put nitrogen back into the soil. Even though the plants will be pulling out nitrogen, they actually put more into the soil than they take out. Provided the soil chemistry is correct. Well, anyways, so this ammonia, we pump it into the ground. It seeks out any water in the soil, and then over time, it will decompose into the form of nitrogen that plants can use. And then come spring, the plants you'll plant, and the plants will use the nitrogen. It's mostly for that early point in development. Because then you start putting a solid fertilizer out on top of that, maybe, or liquid fertilizer, depending on your situation. Well, anyways, wow, we're doing farming sim stuff today. But we're doing Minecraft. Fascinating. I don't know if they'll ever add anhydrous to Yeah, I just call it anhydrous. A lot of people just call it anhydrous. I don't know. I don't like to say ammonia. I just prefer to say anhydrous. Just a preference thing, I guess. Anyways. I don't know if they'll ever add anhydrous to farming sim. Actually, anhydrous is... It's actually, if I'm not mistaken, they lock it up with locks and with padlocks. The valves and stuff every night. Because, if I'm not mistaken, it's used in meth. Now, I have studied, not studied, but peeked into how meth is made, and I don't remember where in the process you would use it. I would have to look that back up. I'll do that after I am no longer working at the co-op. I don't need people, I don't need to be investigated for, hey, this guy might be selling meth, might be selling anhydrous ammonia to meth heads. Well, no. I do want to get my hands on some urea. That is also, and actually, urea, interesting enough, is also used like anhydrous ammonia, as where it is a source of nitrogen that's put into the soil, but it's in solid pellet form. And actually, that's the same stuff, urea is the same stuff that was used by the Oklahoma City bomber in like 1993. He used that. And then also, the Lebanon explosion was from anhydrous ammonia. Not anhydrous, sorry. I have that on the brain. Urea. And you're thinking, geez, Doc, what is this urea stuff? It sounds dangerous. Well, it is. Not really. I mean, just it alone is not dangerous in the correct circumstances. So a fire, and coincidentally explosives, but mainly fires, need oxygen, fuel, and then heat. Okay? So, urea, when heated, starts generating oxygen or starts attracting oxygen, starts bonding with it. One of those two. Anyways, it makes oxygen more readily available in the environment. Urea, when it starts to get heated. And well, if you mix it with either diesel or kerosene, because diesel's a little easier to get than kerosene, but kerosene would make it more explosive. Anyways, if you mix it in the right stoichiometric ratio with kerosene, you get something called AMPHO. AMPHO, if you ever watched Mythbusters, is an explosive. And it's very cheap and very easy to make. Because, well, they use urea in metric tons in the agricultural industry. So all you gotta do is get your hands on some of it, mix it with kerosene, the right ratio, and boom! Yeah. But you do... See, the thing about AMPHO is it's not easy to get it to go off. Actually, because you need a lot of energy to actually get it to go off. So it's a very safe explosive. It's a very safe and stable explosive. But it does take quite a bit to get it to go off. And so, actually, what they would use in the industry would be a small amount of nitroglycerin, dynamite, and you use a small amount, and that would explode, and that would cause the AMPHO to go off. Nitroglycerin, you can make at home. It's very illegal to do so, but you can make it. And this will be like the original nitroglycerin, which is extremely dangerous. Modern nitroglycerin is still extremely dangerous as an explosive, but it's much more stable than the stuff that was invented by Nobel, the man who sponsors, or his fortune sponsors the Nobel Peace Prize. Because it's all sponsored from his wealth he made from the discovery of nitroglycerin. Which is also why some people don't like to accept the Nobel Prize. Because, well, it is blood money. Kind of. The stuff today really isn't, I don't think. But the original stuff, yeah, it was blood money. Because people die in the process. Because people die from nitroglycerin. Because it's fairly... It's easy. Not as easy to make as Ampho. But it can... But it still can be manufactured by people with basic chemistry degrees. Or people with basic chemistry. With fairly more robust... At parents' home right now, taking care of a few things. Okay, get here soon. Anyways, what do we have? Okay, yep, we're at 20 minutes. So, yeah, that's nitroglycerin for you. So, anyways, people would... So, anyways. Yeah, you can use nitroglycerin to make... to light off Ampho. And you can use Ampho as an explosive for a variety of things, really. You can use it for commercial mining commercial mining operations, which commercial mining operations actually use they use diesel fuel instead of kerosene because it's more readily available. And they'll just buy urea, mix it with diesel fuel because they know the ratios because they do this a lot, and then buy a small amount of nitroglycerin, dynamite, TNT, and then they go and blow away metric tons of rock, hundreds of metric tons of rock, so that they can get to valuable ores and minerals. The more you know. And that, kids, is Dr. Sheep explaining explosives. Is it good that I know this stuff? Probably not. Should I just be openly sharing it on the internet that I know this information? Probably not. Will I continue to do it anyways? Most definitely, yes. My dad sent me a text message. What's he want? What is that? Oh, the cotton's blooming. The first frost is coming up. I don't think it'll make it. My dad planted some cotton seeds he had at work. And they're blooming. But they should have bloomed a long time ago. So, actually, I told him, he saved me a whole, like, bag full. I'm going to use them. I'm going to plant a bunch this spring. I'm going to plant them super early, like here in the house. So they have plenty of time to germinate and grow for like a month or so. So that hopefully I can put them in the ground in May or late April, just after the last frost. Put them out. They should then hopefully be able to make it to the budding state before the end of the season. Ooh, that'll be a fun. Maybe I'll make a whole little thing about it. Actually, that reminds me, I should look at my video schedule today after I'm done with this. After I'm done with this, figure out what's going on with my orders of stuff. So anyways, I guess since we're approaching this last part, I've been trying to avoid not talking about it, but I'm going to talk about it anyways. I am getting really excited for this weekend. I really hope it's going to be clear out there. Our plan is we're going to go to Valentine, I believe. I think that's where we're going to stay. We're gonna get a Motel 6 there. We're gonna go there, and then we're gonna rent, like... We're gonna go there Friday night. We'll get there like 9, 10 o'clock. And then we're gonna go... And then we're gonna head out to our dark patch that night. And we'll get some stargazing in. Head back to the hotel. Sleep, basically till noon probably. Then head out that morning. Phil's got some stuff he wants to go see while we're out there. We'll go look at some stuff, and then you know, by nightfall, we'll ready ourselves again, go out and look at the stars again, and then Sunday I don't know what we're gonna do Sunday. I'm sure we'll do more stuff Sunday, and then Monday. And then that night, we'll go look at the stars again. And then Monday, we will drive back. It's only like a 5-hour drive back. 5 hours is still a long time, but it is only 5 hours, so we'll be able to sleep in Monday morning. And we'll be able to get back Monday night. Early enough Monday night. Yeah. Maybe wasn't much more to say about that. I'm super excited. Phil and I are going to talk more. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do on the way up there. Phil's driving. I don't know if he's going to drive the whole thing, but we'll find out. I might read. I don't know. Debating if I want to take my astronomy book that I have, take that up there with me, read it on the way up there. I will have my iPad. I'm also going to bring my headphones. Ooh, reminds me I should get those charged up. I'm going to bring my Galaxy Buds, get those charged up here tonight. I'll bring my MP3 player, listen to some music. I don't know. Or use them so I can watch movies. I pre-ordered. I don't do a lot of pre-ordering, but I do pre-order some stuff. I pre-ordered Black Widow. Yep, I pre-ordered the Blu-ray. Because I was trying to... Because Walmart, I was like... I always do this. After any movie I see, I always go in... Marvel movie or Star Wars movie anyways. I always go to see if I can always pre-order the Blu-ray. The digital download, so... I was... for whatever reason, I was curious. I went and looked... Oh! Okay, yeah, I remember now. So, Kyle... there was an Oedipus complex. There was this meme about Oedipus. If you don't know who Oedipus is, oh boy. Okay, so Oedipus is a play. It's a tragedy of Oedipus. And if you've ever heard of somebody having an Oedipus complex, most of my 12-year-olds have never heard of that. But anyways, so there was this meme about Oedipus because. Spoilers. So in the play, Oedipus is abandoned by his family. He meets some oracles. These are like fortune tellers. They tell him he will do great fortune, blah, blah, he will be a king or whatever, blah 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 blah. Well, he goes and goes and conquers his kingdom, kills his father, and marries the king's wife. Well, the king's wife is his mother. He screws his mother. So, you know, some Freudian stuff right now. Sigmund Freud, the famous psychologist, had a lot to say. Would have a lot to say about Oedipus. Anyways, so he screws his mom. Then he finds out from an oracle that she is his mom. He then goes as a, like, out in the middle of town square, goes and gouges his eyes out, and I don't remember how the rest of the play goes, but yeah, he goes and gouges his eyes out. His big tragedy, he was like, oh no, sorry, he was pursuit of knowledge. I think that's what it was. He was pursuing knowledge, and in his pursuit of knowledge, screws his mom and kills his dad. Family problems, right? Yeah, that is actually one of the things I wish we had actually read in high school. It's a very, I think it's, I've never read it. I want to at some point, or there is a movie on Oedipus that I want to watch. I don't know if it's any good, but can't hurt to watch. Because I saw a OID, oral interpretation of drama, back in high school, and it was like Oedipus, but it was Oedipus, but like as if it was in the modern era. So you had like political party analysts and stuff telling him how his view from the people are, and yeah, it was really good. I thought it was really good, so I wanted. So ever since then, I've wanted to watch an Oedipus play or read the actual tragedy, but never got around to it. Wow, we're gonna have 2 entire chests filled with freaking dirt. Sorry, 2 double chests filled with dirt. That's insane. I remember the last one we used up, we used it for this thing, and we also used up a large amount of the dirt for this. Now, we're getting it all back, and then some. And then we'll get more from this, because we'll profit from dirt from this, if we ever expand out. Maybe I should build a giant... Oh yeah, everybody wants me to like fix that and not make a giant dirt block. But where's the fun in that? You know? Oh, there you go. Anyways, yeah. I don't know where exactly I was in my talking spree, but it doesn't really matter. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New Minecraft Let's Plays every single Monday, 11 a.m. Central Time. And good night. Hello there. Actually, it's more of a goodbye. This is my Minecraft outro. Anyways, make sure you subscribe so that we can hit our 10K goal so we can plant 100 trees for subs for trees. Otherwise, stick around for the next 20 seconds to give me that sweet, sweet watch time.